Well, that could have gone better. I think we're live again. Yes, I can hear you again, and I think we're live. Multiple expletives!
There's so much to do here in the parks that sometimes it can be overwhelming. Think about building a rhythm, research and expeditions, fossil extractions, build new attractions, keep our visitors entertained with a variety of dinosaurs, and keep your park secure, huh? It's a little like spinning plates. Just don't let any of them fall.
Okay. Incubate Ceratosaurus. Should help. I also need another power station because there's more things I want to build, but I'm out of power. What are you... Oh! Right. Discord... say again? I've noticed working...
Once again, it might be, universe tried to tell you things.
Nope. The problem was I was in the wrong Discord channel again, because I'd needed to switch channels while I freaking fixed that. You're audible again.
Okay.
Why do you do this to me? So yeah, that could have gone better.
Yep.
Okay. Profit per minute is up.
Okay. How's our...
53%.
Yep.
Expedition team, what can you do? I need to get a genome to 60%.
Scroll out.
Out of what?
Can you zoom out? Hey, there's a new yellow dot over there.
Ceratosaurus.
No, by China.
That's been there the whole time, hasn't it? Oh no, wait, that is new. It's 105,000 to excavate there, but the Ziliogene formation will get me the Huyangosaurus. That seems like as good a place as any to start.
Yep. It's expensive, but still.
I'm making money now, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Too expensive to replenish the thing because I built it too early.
Yep.
It's always something, isn't it?
Yep.
Just please let the dinosaur incubate properly.
I think you've got about enough money for, you know, the thing now.
A little short. It's 170.
170?
Oh, you meant... what were you thinking?
I was thinking the restock of the, you know, carnivore thing.
No,
Wasn't that 150?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I had a different project in mind that was 170.
Take a bow. You've earned it.
Okay, and release.
I was thinking we'd restock it before we release the dinosaur, but okay.
Order of operations error. Oops. Good luck, Ranger Team 1. On the bright side, I can see the chat again. I now can say with some authority that the chat's empty.
Yep.
Happy guest is what we strive to maintain here on the islands. We do that by making sure their needs are met. In a way, it's kind of like taking care of the dinos, just with more demands and less understanding.
We need 3 supply.
Wrong button.
Then again, would it be easier just to create a new live bait feeder with, you know, the thing
Yes.
inside already?
Yes, it would. That's why I pushed the wrong
I like
button.
what I'm seeing. Let's keep it up. Satisfaction is what we aim to give our guests. Make them appreciate the little things.
Because
And the big things with the teeth and glassy eyes that could swallow them whole.
that was the active mission. Okay, so I can build enclosures, feeder, live bait. There. And demolish that. Okay.
Yep.
I can see the dinosaur. Okay.
Oh, so that's where we get the Draphorex from.
Yeah.
We've got our park running at maximum happiness, and our guest numbers are up as a result. That's what makes the entertainment division the envy of the rest. We get the results. Am I right?
When the parks are running well, our scientific research improves. Of course, I'd never tell this to Isaac directly.
Heard it?
I was going to add that...
No. 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 Too late. Heard it. Later, Doc.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
I'm gonna need another power station.
Yep.
Okay.
Then again, we can do the mission now for the, also, extract the fossils.
Yeah. I'm going to need more Huyangosaurus
Yep.
fossils, so...
The other thought I had was, we can now take the mission from the, you know, the assholes in, security.
Missions. Yep. Security mission. That gets us a storm defense team. Acquired, you know, Edmontosaurus. I think we've done that, so...
Yep.
Mission will fail if the mission required dinosaur is killed, which it shouldn't be.
Yep.
Glad to have you on board. As you can imagine, the animals in the various facilities are constantly probing for weaknesses in our security systems. They're smarter and more devious than people give them credit for. But I refuse to underestimate their capabilities. That's why I'm always testing and evaluating our security protocols and barriers. And this is where you come in.
Okay.
I've got to give this guy Lambert his due. He actually sees these animals as both opportunity and threat.
Add task.
I'm gonna need you to extract enough
Medicate.
DNA from fossils to incubate and hatch a dinosaur. This is the first phase of this mission. Carry on.
Okay. ACU reload
Okay,
speed.
next you'll need to incubate the animal in a Hammond Creation laboratory before releasing and housing it in an enclosure. You'll also want to make sure we've got an ACU presence on this island.
ACU reload speed, wasn't it?
Hey, just heard of a great opportunity we should get behind.
I can't remember. Let's check. Reload, yeah.
Reload, yeah. Building upgrades, ACU.
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
Okay, yep. Unit 1. Add task, resupply the other herbivore feeder, please.
Yep.
Okay.
Edemontosaurus.
Yeah. Good
Hey, we got new
fossils.
fossils.
Amber, Youngosaurus, excellent.
Yep.
No dinosaur DNA to extract. 40,000, nice. That pays for the extraction of the other one.
Yep. And we can, you know, new herb Endomontosaurus.
Incubate dinosaur. Edmontosaurus. 170,000, not bad.
Yep.
Dinosaur wandering out of vision range. I think I may have made the enclosure too big, at least for practical purposes, unless I put another viewer somewhere. And honestly, where would I put it? This is a mountain. I still need that new power station.
Yep.
On the bright side, I think I've got enough money for it, considering that they've given me over $1 million.
Maybe the button that looks like power.
Yes. Oh. That's still in the water. Can build there. If I do that, then it should auto-connect.
Yep.
And
Is the one... Never mind, I was about to say, is the one next to the substation closer?
yes, it is. Whoops. Can I demolish just this power line?
No.
Yes.
It doesn't refund anything.
But that's irrelevant, because I just want to build power line efficiently. $800 means nothing to me. Getting the power line in the right place does. Okay, guests are apparently hungry at the exit, so let's put a fast food place at the exit. Doesn't fit there. Doesn't fit there. Doesn't fit there.
No, other side of the path you were going on.
Yeah, might have to go
Not that
there.
one.
But that'll need a new power substation.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, other side of the... Not that path. Down.
Other side of here?
No. Next... Nope. Not that path. The one that's towards the viewing enclosure. Viewing gallery.
There? Ooh,
Yeah. Much path area. Much space. Much, you know, power connection.
That building's objecting, that building is objecting, but if I move it back a little, take it off the path and put in another, that'll do the job.
Yep.
And if I now put path connector from here to there,
We're waiting on the thing to be. Okay, we're good.
yeah.
Wait, no, you switched modes, but yeah, we're still waiting on the thing.
Yeah, it's not built yet. That's. It doesn't turn blue until it's built, Spud.
Yep.
There it goes. And let's expand to the larger meal. 14 for. Price it between 18 and 20?
Yeah.
I'll start with 18, and I'll put 2 staff on it.
Okay.
And now...
Should we actually incubate and release the dinosaur?
Which dinosaur? That dinosaur?
Yes.
Why would I incubate that dinosaur? It's grown.
I was reading the text straight off the, mission thing.
This was a herbivore, so I've put it in the herbivore box.
Yep.
Right. This next bit is gonna sound a little crazy because, frankly, it is. But we are gonna encourage one of the dinosaurs to breach our containment grid. We'll then react and see if our procedures and procedures are up to the challenge.
Yes. So at this point, I'd like to take back everything I just said about this guy.
Me too.
Yep. Why is it agitated?
Gameplay reasons.
Okay.
Open the enclosure gate or otherwise let the dinosaur loose.
Oh.
This is extremely stupid. Why would I do this after I've put the guests in the park?
You're a
This is
You're
the
a fucking
worst,
moron.
This is the worst possible way to do security tests. Oh, I know. I'll build a I'll bring a tiger into this enclosure, and then to make sure the enclosure is up to snuff, I'll just let it roam free, eating guests. But come on.
Basically, my thought is, okay, wear this vest. We don't know if it's bulletproof. Wear this vest, stand over there, and we'll shoot you a bunch.
This is going to be cheaper in the long run than letting it batter down the fence.
The ACU, or Asset Containment Unit, should be your first port of call to bring down a rampaging dinosaur.
I'm not the dinosaur, the gate.
Who
Close it.
turned out the lights?
Adding task.
It's small power station 1. We've got a power outage, literal.
Okay, we have our runner. Time to tag him and bag him. We're using less than lethal, but remember, that dinosaur doesn't know this is just supposed to be a drill. So watch your back.
While I understand the need to keep our security as sharp as possible, this is not the way I would go about doing it.
Nor
If you have
me.
a problem with how we keep you safe, Doctor, I'm happy to discuss it at a later time. Right now, we have our hands full.
You'll need to call in the offshore transport team to safely move this dinosaur back to its enclosure.
en route to pick up the asset.
Yes, we know the state rating is low. Blame security!
Yeah, it was security's idea. And what was I allowed to tell him? That's stupid? Yeah, George, this is why I don't like you.
Honestly, this is one of those situations in which the words "you're" and "fired" would belong in the same sentence.
Yes.
Asset has been collected.
Yep. The power upgrade overcharge thingies increases risk of...
Ranger station fixes power. Okay. If you told me that... No, not the new ranger team, the existing one, please.
Task received.
Fortunately, the new power station I added to the grid means
Asset
that
transported.
we had enough reserve power.
Right.
This was not a success, George.
And that's the job finished. True and square. Look, the thing is, we're still learning where our boundaries are when it comes
Then
to
why did you
keeping
have us
dinosaurs
testing
controlled.
this stupid-ass matter?
God knows they're working out ways
I
to
mean-
exploit our weaknesses. Guess we'll find out who gets to the limits of our abilities first.
Ugh.
Us or them. Ever vigilant.
And that's always been the challenge of the Jurassic industrial complex. Exploitation versus security. The immense potential for profit and for violence.
Yeah, George, you were looking for boundaries? Congratulations! You found mine! Get out of my office! I don't think we've taken any storm damage. I don't think we're capable of taking storm damage here. We're not in a storm damage location. Other islands that we can come to here on the 5 deaths may have storm damage problems, and we'll have to build storm towers all over them, I imagine. But rain doesn't seem to be damaging here. So...
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm just still thinking, you know, if you want to do the ranger test thingy, should maybe you have put that in the header
yeah,
before we opened the park to death?
Yes.
Because if that was the case of, you know, we haven't opened yet, but we're going to let one out to roam around, fully knowing that, you know,
because we need
this
to
is
test
going to be the test.
we need to test ranger response and so on. That would have made sense. You know what else would have made sense? Not using a live fucking dinosaur.
Look,
Now,
part of me is thinking we could probably have done the same using some sort of angry cow or something instead.
how do you repair? Is that also the ranger's responsibility? It doesn't sound like it should be the ranger's responsibility. It's the ranger's responsibility.
Yep.
Just make the rangers do everything, why don't you?
What's our win condition for this stupid tutorial?
Control room islands. Island rating of 3 stars. Opens the next
Right.
island. We then get Isla Nublar and Isla Muerta.
Hang on. Ooh. Facility. No, go to island rating. There's a more info thing there. Huh.
What we effectively need to do at this stage is make some more dinosaurs.
Right.
Because that's Isla Manticeros. Then there's Isla Muerta. Isla Sauna. Isla Tucano. Isla Pena. And Isla Nublar.
Yep.
Isla Nublar is the original Jurassic Park. I recognise that name. And Isla Sauna. That's the one from Jurassic Parks 2 and 3, the island where they let all the dinosaurs run wild. The others seem to be new.
Right.
Isla Matanceros. Okay. Making 114 a minute, not bad. Completed 2 available missions. Profit from guest facilities. Profit per minute could go up, but that will be done just by expanding the facilities and making more things happen. Speaking of, what can we do for guests?
Restrooms?
Restrooms. Probably helpful. Just going to say put the trees back, please.
Path and substation, I think.
Path needs to go.
Or not. Substation, definitely.
Yeah. It'll need a substation. I'll put it there, I think.
I think. No, other side.
Other side.
No, other side of the path, because,
Over
that
here
way,
towards the operations area, maybe?
maybe at the corner, so that of the path corner itself.
There. No, I'm trying
Somewhere.
to keep it within range of this. 'Cause that's the big yellow
I know,
circle.
but yeah, because I was trying to maximize usable area of the yellow circle.
I mean, I'm assuming that I'm going to expand. I'm not going to expand much more in that direction because that's a mountain.
True.
I'm not going to expand much anywhere around here that's not already covered. So if I just get something to cover that area, I'll be good.
Okay.
And I'll connect it there, I think. No. There's most efficient.
Yep.
And a path.
For your comfort and
Why do the
convenience.
restrooms have staff upper janitorial?
Yeah.
I thought about it as soon as I said it. Was it no guests had gone up the path? How are there guests coming out of the path? Did we spawn guests in the bathrooms? That's weird. Which means I need to go to management views. Anybody unhappy with that? Yes, entrance. So
That should be fairly easily solved.
Yep. I'll need restroom.
We can fit next to the fast food shack. It's tiny. We can fit next to the fast food shack.
Ah, yes, putting the restrooms next to the eatery. The novel approach to park engineering you have there. Especially since the restaurants and everything are happy, it's the exit that wants it. So I'm just trying to find somewhere out of the way I can put it. There, maybe.
I was just trying to think of somewhere where, you know, you could... Where it's still... You didn't need to build a new substation.
There,
That works.
maybe.
Wait. Our profit went negative?
Restrooms cost money. They don't produce any money.
Okay.
But,
Shall we make another dinosaur or something?
yeah, I've got $3 million. I may as well invest in some additional... Let's have some more Ceratosaurus.
Okay. How's the feeders? Okay.
Well stocked. Herbivore feeders.
Well stocked.
Well stocked. Fence repaired. Given number of guests, I may increase the staff in the fast food restaurant.
Hang on. Do you think we can up the price for that one a little? Or
14 selling for 18.
yeah. Or because I can't tell whether it's, you know, it's too expensive or, you know.
Will they buy it for 20?
Yeah. Or is it like literally just too expensive, like at base even?
Profit almost doubled, so they're definitely still buying it at 20.
Okay.
I think that alone has covered the restrooms. Gift shop. Okay, management views. Transport is fine. No one's complaining about lack of fun. No one's complaining they need to shop, drink or eat anywhere. Everywhere's powered. No weather risks. Park is covered for shelter. 71% dinosaur visibility. Could be better.
Yep.
But not easily. And attraction finances. Restrooms are costing money, obviously. That's costing 267. Why is this one so expensive? But it's keeping everyone happy, which is the point.
Yep.
Yeah. Profit's gone down.
Is overall profit still okay?
Now, overall profit is what's sitting at minus 25.
Huh.
I'll try upping this to 6 for 10 instead of 2 for 4.
Okay.
And see what that does to profit. Net profit has risen to 83. So...
Okay, next thought. What happens if you click on the entrance
A
itself?
carnivore, I see. This time, a ceratosaurus. There are distinctive spines that run down its back, and a bladed horn on its head. Just what you don't want to run into when you're out there alone. Or in a group.
all that lets me do is close the park.
Never mind. I was wondering whether you could hit the make tickets more expensive button.
I think they'll already be as expensive as InGen can sell them for. I'd want a way to make them cheaper so I get more
Fair.
people in. Keep bringing me those Tyrannosaurus fossils. Reduce risk of power outages. That's an upgrade, though. Range teams on medicine. Yes.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Park rating is climbing.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a thought. One way to build enclosures where you can't put together a creation lab is to effectively have a creation lab with a basic paddock in front of it. Make a dinosaur, release the dinosaur, then pick up then tranquilize the dinosaur and move the dinosaur to where you actually want to display it.
You know what? That's a good point.
Bit more expensive, but it lets you run enclosures that don't have a Hammond creation lab on.
True.
This
Ooh,
here,
actually,
for
that-
example, looks like a nice big empty space.
True. The other thought I had was, that would actually be a, well, maybe not great. However, it's a good way to, train those teams.
Yeah.
You have practice on, a dinosaur that's roaming free. You can't really screw it up that badly here.
Yeah. Yeah. Behold, another way George could have done his job better. George is terrible at his job. Bad George.
Yep.
Go to your room and think about what you've done.
And... Oh.
Another win for the science division, thanks to you.
Yay.
Indeed.
I'm going... Also, it's 5 minutes to 10 and I am tired.
Ah. Okay. In that case, instead of going straight to building my new Huyangosaurus paddock, I think... yeah, that mission's going to take a while. So I think, since you are, as you say, tired, I don't think I can do much more down here, but I have a big area to expand into along here, so I think that's where I'll build my...
Actually, go down there for a moment.
Yeah?
Not down there, the other side.
Ooh, there's
Is
more
there
space
any-
over here as well.
Yes. Unfortunately, it's kind
Alright.
of blocked off by the habitat, but we might be able to go around the back of
Yeah.
that mountain.
Or subdivide some of the habitat.
True.
But there's possibilities here.
Yeah, because, yeah. But yeah, I am tired.
Yep. But yes, this is going to be where I work next time, I think, as I get the new paddock up and running.
Yep.
But for now, I push this button that says save.
Yep. Okay.
Roomba game saved.
Yeah.
It's a pretty decent game, this. I think the older one had more features, but this one has much better graphics. I prefer features over graphics typically, but it's not bad, and it's got some interesting challenges in it. Like a security guy who could not protect visitors if their lives depended on it. Which they do.
Which they do!
I mean, dude, the worst fucking plan! I award you no points.
No points? No, but that's generous. I was going to go for negative points.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, if we had to, do a rating, he would be firmly in the negative points section.
Yeah, he absolutely would. Just so I don't forget, I'm just going to start running the path
Yep.
out to the new paddock. Yeah. So, that's where we'll leave it for today.
Yep.
This has been an interesting stream.
Yep. Some competent people, some Not competent people. George.
Indeed. But I know, let's just sick a dinosaur on the guests to see how we do. The opposite of your job, George.
Yep. My thought right there is, George, next time you do this stupid plan, you can be one of the guests in the test.
No, I'm just gonna not do that in future.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of your job, and to be blunt, George, the opposite of mine. My job is to make sure the dinosaurs stay inside the fence.
Yes.
Like
we said.
Yeah, every single stage
ages
of
ago.
this plan, there was a better way you could test this.
Yeah, the ACU is not the first line of defense, it's the last.
Yes, we test the fences thoroughly, yes, but we do it with backups in place away from the guests. Next, we didn't even test the fences. I opened a freaking gate because you would decide because it was taking too long for the dinosaur to batter the fence down and you were getting impatient. Following that, you let it wander around in an uncontrolled area instead of, I don't know, testing this inside the paddock. And then we had to airlift it back into the same paddock again. Everything we did could have been tested simpler and more efficient ways that did not panic any guests.
And I'm thinking, we may be able to test it in ways that would have, cost less money.
Yes, to be blunt, George, the only thing we actually tested here was the tranquilization and relocation procedure. Could we not have done this inside the paddock?
Look, it was the other thing we tested was, the airlift procedure. You could test that just as well by after tranquilizing the dinosaur inside the paddock, moving it from one end of the paddock to the other.
Exactly, I just said that. Could we not have tested all of this inside the paddock? This seems like a much more efficient way to do the job, George. This was the plan the head of security pitched me.
I'm just thinking, if the head of security decides to pitch that stupid a plan, they should not be head of security anymore.
No, that is fundamentally the wrong plan.
Yes, maybe the guy below you will do better. Look, there's a point in every story where you go from, where you end up in the realm of cautionary tale. I am so tempted to make that you.
Yeah, George, the wrong plan. At every stage, wrong plan.
Let's just sign off and leave. And not deal with the moron.
No, I have something for this. I just need to get it to work with OBS.
Okay.
Hello. We have a first-time chatter.
Hello.
Great to meet you. I'm sorry, you've arrived right as we were packing up for the night.
Yeah.
But the VOD will be saved, so...
Yep. There'll probably be a split in the middle due to technical difficulties.
But that's okay. This is true. Not a problem. Yeah.
Yep, it's fine.
Yeah. If you're experienced with this game in any way, we're closing in on completing the first island. And we've just been through the security officer's plan to release a dinosaur to run amok among the tourists so that he could test the tranquilizing teams. George, this is for you. Because, yeah.
Yeah.
George, bad plan.
Yep. I'm thinking we're going to need to have this saved so that way we can throw it up whenever George, does a George.
Yep. I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of mileage out of that one.
Yeah.
But, thank you for stopping by. For reference, I am Stalking Horse. This is my channel. This is my co-host.
Indecisive Spud.
There's occasionally a third host, Sir Fancybeard, but tonight Sir Fancybeard is doubling as Sir Not Appearing in this live stream. And together we are the Roombas of Thought. Links to the channels for the other two are in the down there part, along with links to our Discord server, which is Come One, Come All, and our Patreon, which is Please Give Us Money. You will be the first. We would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to meet you, and I hope you drop by again. We'll probably be running this... I don't want to say regularly. We have regular streaming days, but which channel we stream on and what we're streaming is a little variable. But here on my channel, we'll probably be running this for the foreseeable future.
Yep.
And by all means, we love meeting new people. So, otherwise, that brings us to the end of tonight's Rumours of Thought livestream.
Yep.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
And we hope we'll see you next time.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye for now.